Hi there, hubby with just about anything garage. I thought I'd take a second here to start a new update chain on the C30 project. Like I was telling you, we were going to do an assessment on it. We might as well do that assessment now. We also had the discussion earlier about the exhaust manifold having an excessive leak, and we did find it. I put that out. You should see it now. And we were able to, as you can see here, get the manifold off. And we've got the gasket surfaces almost cleaned off. We're going to go ahead and do that and put it back on there and see if we can't quiet this puppy down a little bit. And we'll show you that once we get it going. And remember, what the intent here is we're trying to get this to be a reliable mover right at this point in time, so we can move it in and out of the shop, so we can do the work that we want to do on it. And then we'll go ahead and we'll replace it with the intended drivetrain that's going to be in it. And I'll do a video based on that, just like I've done for the Corvette project, the 77 Corvette, where we do planning and then we do the different video steps that we're going to do. But right now, what do you say we go around and we do a quick assessment on the C30, take a look at what we got. I'll show you a couple things I've discovered on it, and we'll go from there. So basically, it's a C30. It's its VIN number makes it an extra long bed. It's 157-inch wheelbase on this, so it makes it very, very long. And our intention here is to make this a custom tow vehicle for doing projects, for displaying projects and doing different things. We're going to put some pretty unique features on it, and we'll detail those when we go ahead and we do the plan. If you take a look underneath here, let me put some light on it. Underneath the chassis it's pretty clean. The frame rails are pretty straight out. There's surface rust, of course, but not a lot of deep rust. There's no rot. The springs are all in good shape. They're all tied in with the chassis. This is a 12-foot flatbed that we have on it. We probably aren't going to use that for what we have in mind, although we may use pieces of it to help us get the bed that we're going to need for when we do the work. Dually, of course, it's got the standard rear in it for that year. The VIN codes say that it's good up to 8,000 pounds if we use the larger tires. So of course we'll put the larger, heavier load tires on, and we should be able to carry up to 8,000 pounds. Seems how we probably won't be pulling many vehicles that are above that. It should fit right into what we want to do with that. The cab, of course, is in horrible shape, as you can see. It's going to need fender work. Probably replace the fenders. The lower rockers are gone. The cab corners are gone in most cases on it. The floor isn't horrible, but it's not perfect. As you can see over here, this side it's pretty intact. The cab corners down in here are bad, of course. The seat's in pretty good shape, and it has a gas tank that's built into the back. Now we got an issue with this gas tank. We're trying to see what it is it's plugged. We're going to go ahead and I'll show you here in a second by pressurizing it how plugged it is. It's pretty bad. The windshield is bad. We're going to need to replace that, but everything is good here. There's no leaks coming in from up on the roof part. It's all in place. The interior is in pretty decent shape. The floors aren't trashed. We'll take a trip over to the other side. I'll show you where the worst of that is. We have some work that we need to do in the cells here, but again, not horrible. You can see some rotting in here that needs to be addressed and that type of stuff. Let's go ahead and look over here. It's pretty solid on the firewall, and the heater coming in as well as the inner fenders are pretty good. We have some exceptions right here in this, but this is all flat out, so it's easy to go ahead and replace. It has the bumper. We have some work to do here. We need to find a replacement for the grill area. There's plenty of parts out there. The one thing I like about the 60s C10, C20, C30, K10, K20, K30 pickups in the Chevy line is that they're really available for parts. You can get just about anything that you need to do the repair. So we'll do a mixture of parts and a mixture of patching up for ourselves. The doors are reasonable, although they have taken a beating. The hinges all sag, of course. We'll need to fix that up. This is the worst part of the floor over here, where you can see that it's rotted out. So we're going to have to put a panel in here. It's solid underneath this part down here. So Not a big deal. Everything is fairly clean on the inside, so it shouldn't really be other than, and I'm holding you sideways, sorry about that. It should be basically repair and rejuvenate and revive, you know, getting things greased up. When we start it up, we have oil pressure. The pressure does come up. No temperature yet. The battery indicator does work. So that's pretty good. We'll take a look underneath it. We did find a couple of little things underneath that I want to go ahead and I'll show you with regards to that. But let me give you a quick show here of how we discovered that the gas tank was indeed, oh, it's dark in there. Let me get some light in there for you. That the gas tank is indeed got a stuck point. We're going to take the compressed air here, and I got some duct tape over the gas, as you can see it. And I want you to listen real close. I'm going to put the camera up there and watch the tank a little bit. It pressurizes the tank, and then you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that pressure hissing out. So it's all disconnected from the fuel system, so it's got a total opening. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. The tank is solid, it's pressurizing, it's not leaking or anything, so it's in good shape. Now I did want to crawl underneath it real quick and show you something. We'll get down here underneath on the floor, I guess. I was contemplating my creeper, but it pushes me up a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look underneath here. What I want to show you is this. Let me go ahead and get some light on the situation. Right here, you see where they put this piece in order to level it up to put the bed on. They put wood underneath to do it. Now what's happened is that the wood has absorbed moisture, and it has made that a little bit thin here. If we look at it, we can see that it's a little bit thin, and it's the same on the other side. If you look over there, it's thinned out. It's chafed off just a little bit, not terribly, but a little bit there. So we're going to have to go in and do that. But what the plan is going to be, as we just take a look here, it's pretty straightforward. Straight thing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to, as you look at me laying down here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the bed off. And the way that we're going to do that is with a lot of muscle, of course. We're going to go ahead and pull everything off that they've got the bed attached for, and we're going to just slide it right off. What we're going to do to help do that is we're going to go ahead and take Big Bertha over here and the F600 rollback that we use as our main transport vehicle, and we're going to back her right on up to the door here. We'll use her winch, which we get her detached, and we'll just kind of pull her and transfer her right across onto that, and we'll show you when we're doing that. We'll give you an idea of how that's going. Over here we have a transmission I picked up with it. It's the more modern 4-speed that typically goes into square bodies. I believe it's out of like a 70 60 set or something like that. The reason I got it is it came out of a C30 dump, so it has the PTO on it, and it has the pump, which I'm going to need because we're going to make this into a rollback with some other special features on that. So all in all, she's not in horrible shape. The worst is, of course, in the body work that we'll have to do. And of course, we'll go and we'll check all the tires, and we'll go and we'll check all the brakes, and we'll go and we'll get our motor together for that. The motor that's slated to go in it is this one right here. It's our initial plan is to use, this is an LT1 that came out of an Avalanche that I own. It's got like, I don't know, 280,000 miles on it. We took it out and put a new one in. They replaced parts on the crate that we got. It was making some noise, so we're going to pull it apart. We're going to look at it, and if it's appropriate to rebuild. This is a brand new crate 350 I've had for, I don't know, probably 10 years, and it never got used. We were going to go on a project, and then the project stalled. So we'll have to pull that apart probably a little bit and make sure that it's been sitting, not out in the rain or anything, but just sitting around. So we'll have to maybe do a little recondition on it if we have to. But we have plenty of motors sitting around here that we can go ahead and pop into the project. And maybe we'll, if we can come across a diesel, maybe we'll just go straight to a diesel and pop a diesel into it and connect it. But we'll do that planning video. We'll do this, tell you what the series of the video is going to be. That's going to be coming up. We're right in the middle of shooting the Corvette swap out right now, where we're doing my 77 Corvette called Ghost. And we're in the throes of getting the pedal assembly out and doing that, but I was able to pull that exhaust manifold off and find the parts that we needed, which are right here. I think I showed that in the last video. We're gonna go and put that on, and we'll show you once we get that on. It hopefully is a lot quieter. Anyways, I thought I'd throw a quick video at you to update for the C30. Keep watching. We're going to have a lot of good and interesting things on there, and if you do all that jazz for me, I would appreciate it. All right, you guys have a great evening, day, wherever you are when you're viewing this, and we'll see you shortly. Thanks.